Toilet flush. Toilet.
Fucking toilet.
Sweet child of mine on the radio.
I can do something crazy.
Something wild.
I heard the craziest story the other day on Chris Williamson's podcast. This guy was recounting a story from this couple went out into the woods. They went on a date and the date was going shit and they both fucking knew it. So he was like, don't do something like crazy. We'll do something a little bit wild, something a bit different. And so they went out to this lookout in the woods. They were walking through and they had a real bad feeling. The guy put his foot on something and it was squishy. They didn't know what it was because it was pitch black. They both thought it would be a good idea to backdoor it. Got out of the woods. It came out like 20 years later. Ted Bundy, the interviewer was like, have you ever been caught or like almost been caught? And he was like, there was this one night and he said the exact mountain that they were on this date. And he was like, I was dragging a dead body of a girl that I'd just raped and killed. And this couple strolling through the woods and it was like 2 a.m. And one of them, I was still holding on to the dead body. One of them had stepped on her. If they had stepped further any forward, I would have had to kill both of them. But for some reason, I remember them stepping on it and they turned around and left.
Welcome back to episode 18 of the Hybrid HQ podcast.
18?
We're on.
I always miss the beat, don't I?
Yeah. We've been on for ages. It's about an hour. We're about an hour in.
You join us anytime, man. It's your gym. You run it.
Yeah, CEO.
You do. Appreciate you guys being here today.
Yeah, well, sorry, I'll redo that.
Thanks
Welcome to
for
episode
inviting
18 of the Mitchell Briggs podcast.
Fuck yeah.
How you been, boys?
Go on, own it, mate. You take it away.
Well, we had a great team meeting.
It's been a week. It has been.
It's been a week. It's been an interesting week. Just shit house Monday, Tuesday. Like,
How's that for team positive? Hey, it's not always.
Well, I'd rather be real. Like, not all days and weeks are good. And Monday and Tuesday were just shit. I was like scattered all over the place. Couldn't focus. I felt like I was just, I don't know, just not there. And had a good yarn at Jay. Went for a little walk. Did our couple loops of the complex, and just it's all self-inflicted. I just end up taking on too much work and trying to do too much, but just sort of reset my schedule over the next week and prioritize what actually needs to be done and place some big importance and focus on actioning tasks that are moving us forward at the moment. And I just found like my day was filled with stuff that is necessary but like not right now, so just decluttered a little bit and fucking heaps better. What about you?
Flip. Nice. I was going to say, mate, that's what you need. You just need a mate that you can have a chat to, just unload all the bad shit. Away you go, happy days. And then I started coming crumbling down.
I gave you
I had a heaps good start of the week. I was absolutely firing on all cylinders. And then, just a conversation with Briggs the next couple of days. I had nothing in the tank.
A good example of like, you got to choose the people in your life wisely, because for me, I just knew he's going to take all this on.
Don't worry. I sent him the invoice for it. It's far out.
It was cheap. It's chips, dude.
Really better in. I need to start. Yeah, I know that toilet's going fair income.
Is he talking shit?
He's chirping again.
The toilet.
He's hissing.
Give it to him.
Bro, I've heard it enough times to know how it talks. But heaps better now. Bit of a rocky start, but this week's been good. As a whole, it's been good.
We'll take good.
Yeah, good works. We'll take good. We're back on track now. We're firing now. Friday, we're firing. It's all happening.
Fantastic.
How are you, PSO?
I'm great. I'm always great.
You are?
Yeah.
I'm pretty good.
A simple life, you know.
Simple man, simple life.
That's it. No, I've been pretty good this week. I haven't really been doing much. Been slowly getting back into it after Bali. It's taken me about 3 weeks, but is what it is.
A little post-holiday.
Classes have been hectic. Full, every single one that I take.
I know, you've been smashing those.
All right. We're going to pass this over to you.
Yeah,
I want to look.
You're going to run the joint today?
No, there's something that I want to touch on here because we're going to talk about sports, right? We want to dive into sports a little bit today.
We do.
I've gone down
Female athletes?
No, not that hole yet. I've gone down a different rabbit hole.
Right.
This one's been interesting. I'm partly obsessed with it at the moment because it's actually being classified as a sport now. And look, hear me out. Anyone who's moving and doing something, I respect.
Too right.
I'm just gonna.
I'm a bit against. No, go.
I just want to show you guys something
I'm not going to like this, am I?
of an up and coming sport.
All right.
I'm gonna talk to you about it after, but I'm just gonna show you the video. All right.
Nah. Nah. That was good height. Flyers are through the roof.
You know.
This can't be real. Are you being serious? Is it actually like a thing?
Okay. I have so many questions.
So this is called horse hobbying.
Sorry, repeat that.
I can't make this up. It's called horse hobbying. So
Not hopping.
no, hobbying. It's like horse hobbying. I think like horse. It's like horse hobby. So for the people listening,
Not sexual, by the way.
it's like equestrian setup. I would say it's kind of like equestrian, right? Like they have different.
Minus the fucking horse. Minus the thing.
Well, there is a horse, but the horse is on a stick that people are riding, and instead
No
of
body.
yeah, so no body, it's just a stick with horse's head on top, and they're essentially mimicking what they do in equestrian. But here's the kicker, right? Because this is actually going down as a sport because there's like tournaments now. There's like it's getting to the point where there's like world championships.
What are they judging on?
I don't know. This is what I'm. This is the rabbit hole I'm going down, right? Because this is getting like proper big, and there's like different ones too. There's like the fancy kind of one where they do like the trotting. So there's trotting, then there's like the hops one with that, and then there's a timed one, and then there's like another one of like best overall of how the horse looks. So you actually design the horse yourself too.
There's a bit of aesthetic purpose in there, is that?
Yeah, I think so.
So you, I mean,
People actually
hair pieces to the horse's head. Is that something that's allowed?
people actually like training for this, like going to the gym and training.
Well, clearly, because they got proper hops.
They jump better than we do, I reckon.
Yeah,
What's it
some
called
called
again?
jumping horse.
Reach
hobby.
out, horse hobbyers, for a program because
And
That's what I mean. Look, respect
hops.
to them, but I'm finding where it fits.
at the Olympics, it's coming up this year.
Wait,
I think
bro,
it's-
wait
I
for
think it's
2032. It's there.
The perfect opener to the equestrian events. It's like, you know, when they give like the young fellas a go on the field first before the big games, before the big
play at
dogs come out,
halftime.
before like the real sport comes out.
Look, the reason they're loving it is because apparently it allows individuals to get into the sport without having to cop all the fees and actually owning a horse.
It's true.
Is it
I rate that.
Is it like an animal cruelty thing too?
I don't know.
Like horses won't get as injured now.
I can see a lot of people getting into this and have had bad
Nah, I've got a
experience.
question.
That have had bad experiences with horses. Maybe they've fallen off and they.
Oh, people are obsessed with it, bro. Like this is look. I've fed it into your algorithms now. It's gonna start popping up, and you won't be able to stop watching, bro.
What's it called again?
Nah.
I love seeing you use that. No, so my next question is, coming down the straight at Ramwick, are we gambling? Are we betting on
this
people?
This is what I mean, right? Like this could be big. Like this could really branch out. Because imagine if it gets to the point with like horse racing. Imagine if you get like
people holding a stick just
Imagine if you
waiting.
get like people on that.
This could be.
You're about to be sexist then.
I was about to then pull it
changing
back.
my
Imagine if you get individuals.
Oh, I keep headbutting.
Individuals on the horse and stick, and you get to like bet on them.
Should we actually start? Should we actually start like training for this?
Well, I think we should
I don't
add
even
it
know
to
if
our hybrid
they're-
everyday programming.
It's
Can you please add one in there?
horse hobby. Hybrid everyday program.
It'd just be quiet.
It would be.
Europeans love it.
People would be using the bench here, running up and just jumping over the top of
We're
it.
gonna have to buy some brooms.
Do you seriously think though? Because
we got
that
some.
video will pop up when people are watching. Watch that video. Like, I don't reckon I can jump.
No, that's actually quite talented.
I've actually watched some of them, and there was one that this girl did, and it was like the height was like 1.10 m or something.
What?
Fuck, that's like your height.
Yeah, and you felt this. Yeah, like she like jumped over me.
And there's actually technique in the not just the jump and the takeoff position, but as you're crossing the bar, making sure that the horse isn't hitting the
Where are you pointing?
isn't hitting the thing that they're jumping over.
Yeah, it's
The
proper.
horse, 'cause it's-
Can you guys keep your hands above?
They got proper hops. Like it's actually really athletic. It's massive in Finland.
Yeah, of course.
It's a huge European thing.
Bro, it sounds,
We're gonna pay
Nothing against
it
Europe.
sounds so bad.
market this
It sounds so
episode,
bad. One of the first
straight to
videos,
Finland.
one of the first videos I found of it. I'm not condoning it all, but one of the first videos I found of it, I watched this person doing one of the trot ones, and the first comment was, "I miss bullying." I was like, that is so fucking
Instagram
bad.
comments are something else.
Bro, people are brutal. Like it was absolutely brutal, and I absolutely did not laugh at all when I read it.
And we're not.
No, we don't condone
We're not,
bullying, obviously.
No, we're not talking about that.
No.
But anymore.
Talking about Instagram comments, people absolutely.
fuck.
I was literally about to jump on like that one. I saw the meter 10. I was
Bro, nah.
He's talking shit. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's this little motherfucker in the background.
bro. That meter.
Toilet.
That meter 10 video. I was about to comment on that. Be like, shit. This girl got hops. Like it was impressive.
Look,
And there's people getting around him too, which is
Yeah, like if we did like a vert test with the bloke that commented saying bring my bullying and that person, they would fucking
That's my favorite thing. It's always the people that like leave shitty comments like that. It's like there's no way that you're able to do what that person is doing in that video.
Yeah.
No, I'm sitting on the lounge, bit of the
Cheezels.
Cheezels
in the guns.
Cheezels on the fingers.
It's like
bit of residue, bit stuck in the phone too.
And you know they're the ones that sit there and watch like rugby league games and they're like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
fucking obviously just make that tackle. It's like,
Yeah.
well, it's not that obvious because it's hard as shit.
Just do your job. It's not that hard.
It's really not.
Oh, fuck, that's a good start. That's a good start. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
What's the lead on from that? Does it get better?
I think we're done. No.
Does it get better?
Actually, this was my next point. This ties in really, really well what I was thinking about.
How you can
This
tie
came-
whatever is
Yeah.
about to be said with horse. What's it called?
No, about the Instagram.
Horse hobbying?
Horse hobbying.
They got to get a name for that.
I think it's called horse hobbying.
Nah, it's gonna be
So talking about Instagram comments, this is actually where it came from because of that comment. And I wrote another point that we want to talk about. People will always find something to hate on,
Oh yeah.
regardless of what you do and how well you do it and everything.
Which generally, like, the better you do something, the more people are going to hate on it.
Yeah, and the more popular or known you get, I feel like it starts getting worse and worse. Like when you see people coming up on something, it's usually all right. Like people don't mind or say nasty things as much, I feel.
Once
and
you've
then
made
as
it.
soon as, literally, like fully, as soon as you start getting that little bit higher up, whatever that looks like in terms of
And
success.
you start like monetizing it or
is
something
making
like
it?
that.
Let's
I think
open up that can
I
of
think
worms. What is making it?
like having a life where you don't have to stress about things, like not about, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to pull up to the petrol station and be like, "Fuck, can I afford to fill my car up today?
That would be a good feeling.
Or get home from work and be like, oh, got to hang out with my family tonight. Like I think it's just having a good environment everywhere, but then also having that security of I'm being broke, I guess.
I like that. It's going to be so
Yeah.
Depending on the individual.
person, isn't it? That for majority of people, especially the people that I know, would be enough. But then there's people that need and want more and a lot of those people I think would base it more so around like the monetary gain,
Yeah.
whatever it is that they're doing.
It's quite scary when you see people starting to go after things like that. And if you click on comments, like basically the large percentage of all those comments are negative. It's scary. Like that proper scares me. Like when you see, especially like I said, the people who have, whether it's more followers or more success or money, whatever it is, however you perceive that as, but people are known like that. Sometimes I do it and I just look at the comments I almost want to prove myself wrong. And every time you open them, it's just flooding of negativity. I'm like,
It's a horrible culture that's built.
Yeah.
it is. Like people
so bad.
people will always find something. Like there's always something that they will like look at to pick on.
There's this guy, it's so funny. There's this guy who goes around and does like free mowing service.
yeah, I've
and,
seen
like,
that.
garden cleanup.
That's
And
hectic.
the coolest thing about it is he does it for free, right? So that's number one. But then he makes these sort of like time lapse videos, and it's like ASMR stuff where it's like really soothing to watch. But then at the end, it's like this person that might not have been in the position to afford something like that has just gotten this like brand new garden set up. And there's people commenting on that are like, oh, you're clearly just doing this just to put up a video about doing it. Why can't you just do it without it? And he's like, I do this like throughout the whole day. Yeah, I don't film every single one.
Oh my God.
Like, how are you stressing about that?
They will always find something. I saw just before my Instagram, you know, Travis Barker, Kourtney Kardashian together now. He put up like a carousel being like, happy birthday to her and being like, love life with you, it's awesome. And he put up like 10 photos and the last photo was her sitting on the toilet or something like that. Comments just being like, this was all going great until last photo, unfollowed. Like, this is disgusting. I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, why is that even a big deal? Like, it's not revealing anything.
Oh, bro.
And she's like, just laughing. It's just like this obvious moment that they had. And I was reading it like, what is doing? How?
Social media is like the best and worst thing. Like, I reckon the most like connected that we've been as a world, but like disconnected at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's like you're connected through these platforms, Facebook, Instagram, shit like that, but the substance of those connections are just so surface level. And then negative, like the opposite end of that, which is the negativity that comes from it.
It makes me nervous. It makes me nervous to push. Like, it's not in terms of, I'm not hesitant to do it. I still want to do it, but it makes me nervous because I'm like, will they get to a point? Because we, for the most part now, we always get positive feedback. But I'm like, imagine if we keep putting out podcasts, or imagine if we keep building and then it gets to a point where you might have 2,000 followers on Instagram or 5,000. I'm like, then they start to trickle in a little bit. And then I'm like, how are we going to handle that? How does that look? What does that feel like?
Is that front? No.
It might be like, you just like chat shit on the podcast and be like, yep, that's about it.
Yeah. Maybe we just straight call them out. If we start getting like people commenting on hybrid stuff, saying something negative, I'm just going to call them out and call them out.
Watch the algorithm. The bots are going to be at us now.
All the bots are coming for us now.
There was something crazy when Elon Musk took over Twitter, which is now called X, but everyone just calls it Twitter anyway. And it was some outrageous number. It was like 80% of, I don't know if it was like the Christian community on there or 80% of like just the community as a whole on Twitter with like bots. Just like trolling shit and just like commenting on stuff. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, which is wild.
I had Twitter.
No. I got it when the NFT space was starting to.
Oh, actually, that's a lie. I do have it, but I don't use it. I do the same thing.
So you got to keep up to date. Yeah, no, not anymore.
NFTs, eh? Where'd they go? They're still doing the thing?
No. The man behind the camera actually is.
Yeah, I might have to bring him on.
Are they still going? Kinda.
Yeah, okay, that's a no then.
Come on in. We've got our special guest. It's Broads.
Broads. He's
coming for a chat,
just
Broads.
on time.
Actually, shout out to Broads because he has the greatest playlist in my opinion.
Getting started.
Yeah, getting started. If you're in the gym, fucking type in Broden _ Mills. You got to put the underscore because I was trying to search Broden Mills and it wouldn't come up. And I was in shambles because I needed to listen to his playlist.
You put that on, you get him behind the bar for you too, make you a nice sweet cocktail straight from Steinbock himself.
Shout out to Steinbock boys.
Shout out to Steinbock, the boys, absolute legends. Gorgeous boys.
All gorgeous.
Hectic.
Hopefully we're not too much in your way here.
Yeah.
I want to dabble back into this horse hobbying. No, we're tying this into athletic sports, right? Because that would be up there in top 3.
Oh, it'd be one.
Yeah.
So what's 2 and 3?
As in most unique sports or just best?
No, like most athletic sports, underrated athletic sports. Let's go underrated. So things that fly under the radar.
I'm going to say bobsled, just for the fact that we follow Blaine.
Massively, yep.
He pretty much put it on the map. I think he needs to stop. Yeah, he's probably one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen, and he's puts it down to like bobsled training. And he said all the athletes that he trained with during his bobsled times were crazy.
Is that where he came from?
Yeah,
bobsled.
He's a bobsledder.
Really?
Yeah.
Get him on the potty.
Yeah, reach out, Blaine.
Where's he live?
Iceland.
So he might be more likely to start horse hobbying.
He could probably jump here. That's how fucking athletic he is.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe when we tested our broad jumps and
his was like a metre more.
3.4 or something?
Yeah, so like 80 centimetres.
All right, so horse hobbying number 1.
Yeah.
Bobsled number 2. Where you can take third spot.
It'd have to be like basketball, NFL, right?
Well, I don't know if they're underrated. I feel like they're known.
The most underrated sport for athleticism is, I'm sure that that's a good one. I'm sure that it's like Brazil or South America, the only place to do it, but it's like volleyball, but you can only use your feet. They play soccer rules with it.
I was going to say, it sounds like soccer.
No. So it's like
Over the net.
pitch of volleyball rules.
You can't use
so you
your
got to
feet.
hit it over the net. Yeah, dude.
That can't be a thing.
They're laying it up for each other, and these guys are jumping. The net is the
bicycle kicking
height
it.
of the volleyball. These guys are jumping up and like smacking it down like you would.
What,
on
like a
volleyball
spike
your
with their
hand.
feet?
Yes, it's
No.
crazy. I'll show you videos.
No, I don't believe that.
You keep talking.
Is that like an actual proper sport? Is there a name
Yeah,
for
I
that?
don't know what it's called, but I'll show you.
How are you going to find it?
Volleyball.
Bro, you come up with this like backwards foot volleyball. I was going to say golf.
It's the craziest shit you'll ever see.
Golf. I reckon golf's pretty athletic. I reckon golf's the hardest sport in the world.
Volleyball with feet. Brazil.
Do you reckon?
Golf, I reckon it's up there. I reckon golf's one of the hardest sports in the world. I reckon most athletic, but it's one of the hardest sports.
Just because of the time it takes?
So we should.
Oh, it's on a court.
Yeah, we'll pass this over.
Bro, this is not sweet.
Wait, bro, how? Oh, what?
Exactly.
How big is that ball?
Exactly. It's tiny.
Oh, it's like spike ball. What's the game on the? That's pretty athletic. What's the game you play on the beach?
Crazy. I'll
Oh,
send it
yeah.
to you.
Spike ball, is that what it is?
Is it spike ball?
With the like little trampoline thing you hit the ball into?
What's that called?
Oh, Halen, does that have it?
Yeah, shout out to Halen. We should talk about him after this. Spike ball?
Is it
Spike
spike ball?
spike ball.
Yeah.
Wait, so what was that sport called?
This is called Thailand beats Korea in kick volleyball.
Kick
Oh,
volleyball.
we probably should have figured that out.
I'll pass on to Coon Dog.
Actually, you know what is in the Olympics now that's quite athletic? It's classified as a sport, breakdancing.
Is that in the Olympics?
I think so. I'm pretty sure
Should we go over the Olympic sports? That's coming up, actually.
this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
Olympics,
think
100 days.
Is it really?
I think so.
I think breakdancing.
Could have made that up.
Breakdancing's in the Olympics. I'm pretty sure.
You guys just keep going there. I'm
Is it?
making some moves here.
I don't know if that's a thing, eh? Breakdancing.
Breakdancing. I'm pretty sure that it's now.
Isn't the Olympics in Australia soon? No, it's 10 years.
Paris.
2024?
Huge butt.
Brizzy. It's in
Brizzy.
2032 or something, isn't it?
What have you found going well in the gym this week, boys? Talk to me.
I think the foot traffic, like not being too busy, but like there's been packed, but it's not been packed, if that makes sense. It's like when the classes I'm with packed out with 6 people in the class, there's also been like 6 to 10 other people training.
Yeah.
And I first thought on Monday, I was like, oofed, we're not going to be able to use like equipment and shit. Didn't have to wait for one thing.
It
Not
seems
one.
to balance still.
Yeah, it's flowing really well. That's what I was going to say too. The classes and the atmosphere at the moment is pumping. I feel like we've had really good consistency with that at the moment.
I've been really just enjoying seeing the progression of some of our members, some of our newer members especially. I put up a post yesterday about it with Matt and Megan, they're absolute legends, but just how far, like, I don't know, I can see it in Matt's confidence, the way he like comes into the gym, the way he presents himself, but the way he's moving as well. And one thing I was like heaps proud of, there was a couple of times where I'd given him a cue on how to maybe correct himself in a certain position, and he was like, oh, Jaden said that, or Peter said that as well, like similar things. So for us as like a unit and like delivering the best service possible for us to be on the same page with that sort of stuff, that's like so important. I know for me, definitely it's so important. But it's cool. Yeah, it was nice to see.
I actually want to throw something onto the idea of that question that you said. Something you love, something you hate about the gym.
Or the coaches.
Specifically our gym.
Just gym, in,
gym in
general.
general?
Gym in general. You can go from a coach perspective or just
Shadow
you.
boxing.
As in you love it?
That is the one I love. I just love people just like, hit a set on bench and it's just...
It's a funny thing, isn't it?
Why though?
You never know.
I've
I've
always
never done
done either.
Just always got to be ready, I suppose.
Yeah, like,
Fuck yeah, you got to be on edge.
are they ahead of the game? Is the question.
They might be. So that's something.
So that's something I love, yeah. Something I hate, yeah. Something I love about the gym, community.
I like it.
Probably taking the 2 best ones, but
Yeah. Well, that's the way it is. You go.
I'm going.
Yeah, I'll ask a question.
What do I hate? What I hate most about the gym is this like
Having a workout.
I've trained. That's my favorite part. No, what I hate the most about the gym is this fucking like gym bro culture around being an alpha and then being the dominant person. And if you're not that, you're a beta or whatever, which is like these terms used for whether you're dominant or you're a little bitch, essentially.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when did training? It was over the last like 5 to 10 years somewhere. Training just like social media was the worst thing for it, I reckon. Training just took on this thing, and like the gym bro scene just turned like so shit, and like calling each other out for not being alphas and like being betas, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because to me, gym should be about what we have here, which is community and like getting people together and like looking after your health in a positive way. But I don't know, there's like a dark, toxic side to, and it's probably more so just like the bodybuilding space that I've seen it in. Never seen it in CrossFit. Like that's very community based. Our approach to health and fitness, I think, is very like community based, engaging. But yeah, it's just like this weird gym bro culture, which I don't know. I hope it fizzles out at some point, because I've seen people like just on my For You page or whatever putting up posts of them, you know, showing their progress, and they might not be the biggest guy, but you can tell that they're like early on in their training journey. And just like gym bros, like calling them out and just saying,
they're like, can you bench 225? That's the most common.
So true, bro.
It's like, what is that shit about? Like, that's
Small
not
dick
encouraging
syndrome.
anyway. Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Just sad to see where that would be coming from for whoever's making those comments. Take a good old look at yourself, I reckon.
Do you reckon it happens more just in those, I don't want to like call out gyms, but it's more in that sort of, they're looking for a higher number of members rather than like what we've got here?
Trying
to say it without directly.
I think because of the volume of people that go through
like they
commercial
can't.
spaces is more than what we have, because we have a different model.
Yeah.
The chance of that happening there is higher,
Yeah.
definitely. But I'm talking more about like the gym culture on social media,
Yeah,
and
okay.
like Instagram. I just think there's some parts of it that's so great, and like the people that we follow, like the Nick Bears and stuff like that. But yeah, there's
that Joey Swoles guy that calls people that?
I love that shit. Yeah. Which is cool, because he's like a full fucking jack bodybuilder.
Massive.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. There's just like small dick syndrome going around, I think it is.
Lots of that. Lots of small dicks going around, apparently.
Got 3 sitting right here.
Did you say what? Some you loved?
Yeah, after that rant, I do love.
Did you like anything about it? Or?
There's heaps of the. Is it just the gym community as a whole?
Yeah, mate, just gym as a whole.
I think that just the opportunity.
Hey,
to tap in.
yeah.
And we've got another special guest.
Come on in.
Ty Montgomery. Come on
Get
in.
him in.
You can come in. It's sweet. I've always loved the gym for meeting new people. And it's cool having our own space now. We meet so many different kinds of people that are coming in here, and everyone ends up gelling well together and like on the same sort of wavelength and sort of mindset, which is really cool. So that side of things I fucking love. Big time.
Completely agree.
Right, you're up.
Mine's very
Had
similar.
plenty
to
of
those.
time to think about it.
Yeah, mine very similar. Those the thing I dislike a lot is that it ties in very much like that intimidation factor, like being a space where people can use intimidation to, I don't know, get some sort of edge on people like that. I don't know. It just creating a space like that of intimidation. It frustrates me so much, because so many people have so many issues with getting into fitness to begin with. Are you sweet? I can wait for you if you want.
Sorry.
Find the right spot for your straw. Anything else you want?
You were such in a flow then, like in a mad flow. We just got.
Actually, you know what? I changed my answer. You know what I fucking hate? When Briggsy just fucking...
He's like, shut up.
Behind the thing like this.
You may as well finish it.
It's done. Sorry.
Where were you?
Oh, anyway. Yeah, that intimidation factor. Not a fan of it at all. You see so many people struggle to get into the gym because of things like that. I've always struggled with understanding that, because I've been around gyms for so long that I always walk into gyms and I feel pretty okay. Like I don't really see. I mean, sometimes I've been in other gyms and you can notice, but never enough to not want to train per se. But I can see from going to other gyms how a lot of people would be incredibly intimidated by the persona and the feeling that's there. So it really frustrates me a lot. But the opposite of that is, that's exactly what I love about the gym as well. You can walk in. It's the same if you go to a pub and have a beer with someone, and we do like a beer. We do.
Yes.
But how easy it is if you're at a party or going to a pub and you have a beer with someone to chat and break the ice like that. I feel like the gym has the potential and the ability to do that as well. Like you see people walking through our doors who've never talked to each other, and they'll start yelling and having a conversation like they've known each other for months. So,
and I think it makes it hard, especially like for us to do our jobs for the online space, is like like clients are like, some of them are scared to video in commercial gyms because they don't want to be judged.
Yeah.
But it's like, you need to video so we can actually coach you.
Yeah.
Like the whole idea of online coaching is providing that service where we can give video feedback,
Yep.
help their form technique, but they're too scared to video because old mate fucking with his 1-inch penis is staring at it, having a go.
1
So
inches.
no-
You got to colour them, hey. You got to get
Yeah,
them out there.
Good point.
Maybe you have to go through
You know
a
what I mean? Like,
pre-screening
it's like
before you
watching
sign
them
up to a gym.
What is the size?
What is the size of your cock?
We might get cancelled from this.
What do you love?
Thanks
Also,
for listening to our
that's
last episode ever.
That's not part of our pre-screening question. Just so we can.
Just a quick disclaimer.
No, it's not.
We won't
Unless-
judge you on it, but we will measure it.
Unless you want to know.
Oh, it's not, but
What do you love about?
that's what I just said.
So, yeah.
I was trying. Do you want to have another sip and just not listen again, or?
I was trying to derail from the penis conversation.
I can't help if you're thinking about penis all the time, mate. That's on you.
Mum's going to love this one.
They would.
Our only listener.
Your mum. Yeah. We love your mum.
Actually, speaking of that, Mum, she said she was going to make the. Remember we called her out
The team.
to make the team's
Still
burrito
haven't seen
bake. We
that,
still
the
haven't
burrito
seen
bake.
that. So this is a little call out.
A little
Sheena.
reminder.
That would have been.
Team's
Second
hungry.
strike.
The team's hungry.
We haven't eaten.
We haven't eaten in 6 months.
Bro, we're gonna end up like that person on the couch.
Oh. I'm fucking keen to listen to that episode.
That's sketchy. I'm not going
Yeah,
back.
that is no good.
Any
All right, boys, you got anything else?
That's me.
Touch
I'm
on?
good. I reckon.
No, I'm good.
Any more?
Yeah, we're just
Any more?
shit now.
Yeah, covered all
Anything else
bases.
to get us cancelled? No.
Spoke about a sport that potentially
It's huge.
Did we finish that? So that's number one.
Yep.
Lock it in.
Yep.
have a look at the volleyball video. I think you'd be
I'll
impressed.
put that in the maybe pile.
Spoke about penises.
Yep.
Could get us cancelled.
Could.
I think we were pretty good outside of that. We didn't push any other boundaries.
It was pretty tame. That's a high PG.
Yeah.
High PG.
Make sure. we
Yeah.
don't-
13 plus.
Yeah. Made for kids.
Do not get
I
us
didn't say
cancelled.
anything.
All right, we're wrapping this up.
wrap it
Thanks for listening to episode 18.
Yes, episode 18.
If you want to join the greatest gym on planet Earth, sign up to. I was going to say a different gym.
What gym?
I don't know. sign up to,
Shout out to Jim on the coast.
sign up to the Hybrid headquarters. And if you want to take a further look into memberships and things like that, we do the drop-in memberships now too.
Yeah.
On the website, www.thehybridhq.com.au, Instagram, the Hybrid Headquarters, email info@thehybridhq.com.au.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
Is that all,
Three
our
from three.
stuff? Is that all we
that's it,
got?
bro.
Membership. I like it.
Like a
Stop
one-off.
in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Start
yeah.
with skate, drop in.
Pass.
Like when you drop in on
Skaties.
someone at the skate park.
I got a story about that.
Oh, here we go.
No.
No, we'll go.
What time
We've
are
got
we on there, Cooney? Oh, nah. We'll save it for the next
Oh,
podcast.
I love a good
Oh,
cliffhanger.
little cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's just got. I'll give you a couple touch points. Just a cliffhanger. It's got to do with me, my brother, and a traumatic experience.
All right.
That story could go so many ways.
We'll see you on the next episode.